Hey, what's up guys? So finally back. I haven't recorded in a while, but I did start working on the EM1. I did kind of take a break from it, sort of. It's been an off and on project. I didn't really just stop working on the car so much as I haven't just recorded. As I got where I would do something, but then I would need something else to finish the project. And then it's been a lot of waiting on parts. Like I'm still waiting on the ECU to come. I'm still waiting on the cylinder head, but I finally got an update today on both of those actually, so it shouldn't be that much longer now. So now it's at the point where I can probably start recording a little bit more and give you guys updates. Subaru has been killing my money, but it's great. I love the car. Just don't really regret it that much. Yeah, notice I say that much. But anyways, so yeah, as you can tell, we're in the interior here. You may notice the back seat is out. And that is because underneath the cover here, I don't know how much of this you can see, but I ran a new line from the bottom of the car up to the front. So let me show you underneath the car real quick. So if we go underneath the car here, it's a tank. You can see the AN line runs down, and then it has clamps, and it runs all the way up. And then I still have to fix that spot hanging down up there. The fuel line then comes up to where I have a zip tie push clip holding on the fuel filter. From the fuel filter, the line goes up, loops around into the tank's regulator, which is mounted on the firewall. My return runs down, and then 90s. And I'm just running it through the stock line, as you can see, with this little compression fitting from JB Tuned. I just changed up the line from my old kit. Then all I do is have to run my feed over and into the rail once I get the cylinder head on. So, let me focus real quick. The engine bay is repainted. Definitely looks a lot better than what it did before. The black on the hood latch, new OEM hardware for the mounts. This bolt is new. I got both of these new, but that bottom one I used, this top one I cannot due to the transmission having a stripped hole. That bolt's just a tad longer. I am now running a ITR LSD transmission. That is the old B16 transmission. So I still need to get a thermostat, gasket, get my cylinder head on, a brand new OEM charge harness, hybrid racing ground kit, alternator is new, replaced shortly before pulling the engine, starter. As far as catch can setups, I'm running the cap down here, two 10AN fittings from eBay. Running it over in place of where the factory power steering light would run into the catch can. Just barely clears the light, but it does. And then I gotta put like a breather filter on this or a hose to loop through here, since we're not running a big ugly Charco canister there. Oil feed line is ran. This is the Go Auto Works line. I just have to get my cylinder head to connect that. I have the oil line to go in the pan. Right now I just have a little rubber cap on it blocking it. Exetti slave cylinder, clutch line, the blocks kit, chase bays, brake tuck kit is on. While the car was apart, I did have all the suspension off. I went ahead and painted this with the black epoxy roll cage paint. Redid the inner fender wells, lower control arms, which have gotten scuffed up a little bit. It now has insane shafts, 500 horsepower axles. Redid the core support, still got to mount intercooler. Before I mount the intercooler, I got a notch more out of this side since my notch is clearly uneven. As far as inside the car goes, I need to get a boost gauge wired up, wire the wideband down to the ECU since it was wired only as a monitor from the gauge only before. put the screws in there. I do have the airbag delete tray in still. I'm probably going to be getting rid of the radio and speakers, possibly doing the radio delete. I did get rid of my hybrid racing shifter, and I put the K-tune shifter with the spoon knob back in. Still going to be running the grip rule wheel. I got some new OEM badges and stuff to go on later on. New timing covers. I did start switching back to the gray interior. So I got this panel. I got this panel, which is in the back. The new glove box. I still got to get door panels figured out, but it's getting there. So I do have a lot that I got to do to the car. Sorry if that was just an overload of randomness, and I don't know how that's going to look footage wise, but that's where we're at with the car so far. I just got done running that fuel line today. I just got to tighten it up, the line running to the bottom of the fuel filter, and that'll be done. And then that one little droop, I just got to put a clamp on. No big deal. Making the fuel feed line is no big deal, but I'm waiting on the cylinder head. Once I get the cylinder head back, I got to go ahead and put all the valve train in it, besides springs and retainers, because that'll already be done by the machine shop. I just got to put in, the lost motion assembly, rockers, and then get it torqued on the car, do a valve lash adjustment, time it and everything. And then it's really just going back, buttoning up suspension, double checking everything. I do got more changes to make. Like, I'm probably not going to be running the EM1 seats. I don't know yet. I really want to go very OEM plus, because I spent a lot of money on OEM parts like bolts and brackets and random crap. And then but I don't know, these seats just don't really hold you in place. We're going to be throwing some power to the car, but then again, at the same time, I kind of like the fact that it appears to be just your typical EM1. So I don't know, we'll just kind of wing it for now and see how it plays out and let the vision build itself. But I wanted to give you an update. So this is kind of a return of the EM1 video. So like, comment, subscribe, stay tuned, and I'm out.